everybody, and a very good morning to all of you on this Wednesday morning. It's actually been about 1.5 months since I got back into the studio, and it sure feels really good. And one thing I noticed was the fact that it's already October, and that's the thing, when you get too preoccupied with your life, sometimes time passes by without you even noticing it, and before you know it, you'll be shopping for Christmas. But before we get into Christmas, just one thing that I need to mention to you is today is the Hajj festival. So everybody who's celebrating, Eid Mubarak to all of you from me and MTV Sports. And of course, for those who are not celebrating Hajj, I suppose you'll be celebrating if you have a neighbor as a Muslim, because you'll be having Watla Appam most likely this morning. So enjoy that as well. My name is Vasam Ismail, and you're watching Good Morning Sri Lanka on MTV Sports on a beautiful October Wednesday morning. And we have some very interesting guests in the studio this morning as usual. And of course, when I walked in, I saw a lot of I saw approximately 12 gentlemen with all these colorful shirts, and they had lots of harmony going on, because they did a bit of singing, and we did a few pre-recorded numbers in the morning, which we will show you on air in a little while. But before I get there, I need to introduce you to our guests. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce you to Suren Abesekara and Priyanka Pereira, who are the trainers of the musical group Saints. And we also have Nalika Fernando, who's the president, and Placy Gomez, Placy Gomez, who is actually a member of the group, and also I was told that he is a sports commentator for many different sports occasions. So very good morning to all of you gentlemen, and thank you for being with us in the studio.
Good morning. Good morning.
So Suren, tell us about Saints.
Well, yeah, so Saints is a singing group, and it has been there for the last 8 years. We started 8 years ago. A fun-loving bunch of people who met in the name of music, and then we realized that with the friends around that we had, when we started singing, realized that we are from different Saint school, St. Joseph, St. Peter's, St. Benedict's, St. Thomas's. So likewise, when we were hunting for a name, the Saint's name came.
I see. And which school are you from?
I'm from St. Joseph's.
And you're from St. Joseph's.
Yeah.
I see.
So that was our humble beginning.
I see.
But we have come now 8 years.
I see. So early in this morning, I asked you, okay, you guys are a bunch of guys who got together and you all formed this group, and the first thing I mentioned was, okay, you guys are a choir, and you said no, we're not a choir, we'd like to call ourselves a musical group.
That's right.
Yeah. Would you like to elaborate a little bit on that?
Definitely, so we like to keep the name choir more connected with the school. And we got, as you said, 13 actually, the number of members that we have. So when we got together, we didn't want to call ourselves a choir per se, because it has some background and some attachment to schools and church. But we want to call ourselves Saints, a singing group, so that we do all kinds of music, not only a particular type. So that's the correction I made.
I see. So do you guys consider yourselves saints?
That will be answered probably by our wives and the people who listen to sing to us.
I see. Well, let's get a little understanding from the rest of the members as well. I know that though the four of you are on set, you do have 13 people in your group, and of course this morning I only saw 12 of you, who we will see in a little while, because we did record 2 numbers of theirs, which was actually sounding really good. You'll see for yourselves. Nalika, if you just to tell me a little bit about the group and how you got involved in it.
Actually, I had a musical background, and we used to sing in the church choir. I mean, all of us, all 13 of us, we used to sing. And then at St. Joseph's Nugegoda, then Kotte St. Thomas's Kotte, and St. Teresa's Timbriga. So we got the people who used to sing there. We got few of them, and we formed this group. And very fortunately, all of us gelled together very well. And so we are continuing to sing, and we will be singing for a with God's grace for a long time.
I see, I see. So Priyanka, if I'm to involve you into the conversation, so all of you initially met up at church, is it?
Yes, mostly because I knew Suren from church because he used to go to St. Thomas's Kotte, and
if I'm to interrupt you, that this was during your school days, is it?
No, soon after we left school.
Okay, all right.
And Nalaka, of course, was singing in our choir, but we knew Classy also from St. Teresa's. That's how we got together, and from then onwards, we realized, as said before, that we belong to a same school. So we have Suren from St. Joseph's, I am from St. Anthony's, and Chanu Dimel is from St. Anthony's, Plessy is from St. Benedict's, and Nalaka is from St. Benedict's. We have Rohan Fernando from St. Thomas's and Mohan Mendes from St. Thomas's. We have Kenny from St. Mary's, Russell from St. Joseph's, and Alan from St. Joseph's,
and Gladwin,
from St. Benedict's.
I see. So Plessy, how did you get involved into the whole thing?
Yes, well, first
I mean,
of all,
you were a sports commentator as well.
Yes, that's right. I'm freelancing as a sports commentator.
So you are used to the entertainment industry.
Sorry?
You are used to the entertainment industry.
Oh yes, sort of in a way. And of course, to just add on to what Nalaka said, he said he had a background in music. Of course, he was being a bit modest because he was originally with the Spitfires.
Okay.
So he has quite a bit of a musical background.
I see.
And I think most of us, our musical background comes from the fact that we were singing in various school choirs, and then from there in the church choirs and things like that. That's how we basically got our musical background. And some of us have been trained by sort of musicians of the caliber of like Lily Godrich and Francis Almeida, and I think you can add to that, Priyanka.
Yeah, Father Stephen Abraham from Kandy.
I see. So, I mean, you said that Nalaka had a background in music and he also did play for a band, right?
Yes, I did.
And what about the rest of the members in the group? Are they also musically oriented in that sense, where they actually took their music career to the next level?
Yes.
Or at least, as a hobby?
Russell Gomez was the lead singer and guitarist for the Bohemians.
Oh, okay.
So he's a very versatile musician.
I see.
So in terms of the ability and the background of music, each and every member of the choir has a unique background, so to say, starting from school, from to church. People like Nalaka, Russell at band level. I mean, a few of us who are from professional choirs. So it's a perfect blend in terms of music, and what we have is a perfect setup that we can produce any number at ease.
I see.
Because of the versatility of the choir or the singing group, I mean.
I see. Plessy, this next question is for you, actually. Now, Priyanka and Suren are the conductors of the choir. So who made them the conductors?
Well, actually, I would say that it was not that it was not a sort of a self-appointed post, but it was fairly unanimous by the group that they were the most suitable for the job.
I see.
We also had previously we had a member, Bosco Fonseca. He just passed away this year.
Sorry to hear that.
And he was also instrumental in training and seeing to the musical part of the segment of the show, you know.
I see. So now, why do you think they're more suited for the job?
Because they are the only people, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, who can read music. Most of us can't read music the way they can read music. They are very, very good, and they can train, they can transpose the music and translate it for us to sing our parts. Everything is taught by them.
I see.
So I think they are in that way they are the most qualified for that post.
I see. Priyanka, agree?
I wouldn't say that most qualified, but from our musical days in college, some of us have done music in college, so it has helped us to teach others the music. What we do is that Suren and I go through the music the score sheet, and then we study it, we look at the difficulty level, and then we assign parts. And in most of the cases now, we take the basic music structure and then develop on it, with drumming parts coming in, guitar parts coming in.
I think there's another thing which I overheard earlier before we did commence the show, is the fact that somebody said that you all have 4 parts of harmony when you all sing. Could you elaborate a little bit on that?
Sure, definitely. So basically, in any type of musical group, or a choir for that matter, there are 4 basic parts: soprano, alto, tenor, bass. In terms of all male choir like us, it was always tenor 1, tenor 2, and bass 1 and bass 2, or the baritone and the bass 2. So we have all those parts with us. We train them separately, and there are identified members who would stick to those individual parts, again by the quality of voice and the range that they can pitch. I'm being a little too technical, I guess, but anyhow, that's how we formed it, and those are singing 4 parts. To your point, sing those parts separately, and we train them separately.
I see.
To add to a point to what Priyanka said, was that those of you who have come to our concerts before, you would understand that any number that is quite difficult to produce, we have the ability to easily do it with the plethora of experience of the members that we had. So it is easy for us, both of us, Priyanka and myself, to do this job because of the experience of the members of the choir.
I see.
They grasp music, they grasp their parts very fast. I hope that answers your question, Vasan.
Yep, it does. And of course, we need to go in for a short break, but before we do, why don't we show our viewers a little bit of what we recorded before we commence the show. It's actually with all 12 of them who were present today, they did a beautiful number, so check it out, and then we're going to go in for a short commercial break, and we'll be right back.
I said hello, Mary Lou. Goodbye, heart. Goodbye, heart. Sweet Mary Lou, I'm so in love with you. I knew Mary Lou that we never part. So hello, Mary Lou. Goodbye, heart. Goodbye, heart. Pass me by one summer day. Dash those big brown eyes my way. Hello, I wanted you forevermore. I'm not one that gets around to turn my feet back to the ground. Hello, I never seen me before. I said hello, Mary Lou. Goodbye, heart. Goodbye, heart. Sweet Mary Lou, I'm so in love with you. I knew Mary Lou that we never part. So hello, Mary Lou. Goodbye, heart. Goodbye, heart. Saw your lips, I heard your voice. Believe me, I just had no choice. But also couldn't make the day away. Don't about a moonlit night. Arms around you, good as tight. That's all I need to see, for me to say.